Welcome, everybody, to the Jive Sports Football Podcast. I'm Brandon. I'm here with my friend Zach. Do not adjust your television sets. Yes, it looks different. I have a little bit of a different setup today because the chickens are coming home to roost, so to say. So if anybody's been following, I lost the New York Giants and Philadelphia Eagles bet when the two greatest players in the league, the exciting whites, Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo, ran all over us. So my punishment is indeed to eat a cold can of soup and a very, very burnt piece of toast, per Zacks' wishes. It looks weird because I wanted a good environment because it's not only going to be recorded, but we're also going to try TikTok Live and see if anybody can maybe tap into the misery. So do you even know how this works, Zach? Should I just press go live?
I don't know anything about TikTok or any of that stuff.
That's fine. Neither do I. So let's just hit go live.
We are live.
I have to type in my birthday. It's so official. I am over 18. Yet somehow I'm still doing dumb shit like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men, women, and children of all ages, are you ready for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world? Let's get ready to rumble.
Keep bantering because it's having me like log in and stuff.
Awesome. Everything's cool. Giants are the best team in the NFL. Never gonna lose again. Gonna beat the fuck out of the Broncos this weekend, and then we go to Philly and we're gonna do what we did to them last Thursday.
You guys got Philly again?
Yeah, 2 games in 3 weeks.
2 games in 3 weeks. Okay, we're going live. We're finally all set up. So hopefully they can hear it. It says welcome to TikTok Live, all that kind of good stuff. Oh, super exciting. So let me adjust this so everybody can see it. So we are going to be eating a soup here, okay? We're eating a live cold soup. Zach, you're going to have your choice as we work through the episode or whatnot. As we work through, I'm just going to be chugging along at it, okay? I'm going to be chugging along at it. You get your choice of pub-style chicken pot pie.
That sounds too good.
Or chicken tortellini with white meat chicken.
That's chicken tortilla.
Chicken tortilla. Sorry, I said chicken tortellini, so.
I guess
Which one?
I'm going pot pie only because I know that one's going to be thicker and the other one's going to be watery.
You 100% want the one, like, can you hear it? Ow, I just hit my head. Can you hear
Yes, I know what a can of soup looks and sounds like.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, we're going to crack it open. I want the visual. I want the visual stimulation. It does not look appetizing at all. Can you get in here real quick? Can you get in there? It's not what I would call the ideal lunch. Is that burnt enough for you?
Yeah.
You want to hear it like ASMR?
No, I guess it'll do.
It will do.
It will do. That seems more like a minor inconvenience.
And I do indeed have my handy dandy water here as well. Okay. So we got the chicken. What? We got the chicken pot pie, pub style. Chicken pot pie. Looks like straight slop, but whatever. We're in. So, Zach, get us started as I take the first bite here. How you feeling about week, we just ended week 5, 6 in the NFL?
Yes.
This is insane. I'm about to take the first bite.
Yeah, I mean, we already discussed Giants, Eagles. How it was the turning point for everyone in the NFL because everyone in the NFC's window of opportunity has officially closed, and the Giants will take it from here. Is that about right?
Yes, you are 100% right, Zach. I can't quite describe to you what I just experienced there with that first bite. It's snot, it is boogers, it is everything in between. A very, very cold piece of chicken. I think we're kind of underrating how much heat adds to the soup experience. Ugh. Hang on. We're going.
This is, I guess, first world problems.
This is 100% first world problems.
Oh, no, my chicken pot pie soup is cold or room temp.
And again,
but so I guess like the second game would be the worst game I've watched in a long time. I don't know if you caught any of that Jets-Broncos game.
The Jets-Broncos was 100% an absolutely terrible game. I also have My lovely assistant is joining me right here, and I can't avoid this right here. Hi, baby. Do you see Dad's doing the soup challenge?
No.
Right there. Dad's eating a cold can of soup because I lost a bet with my buddy Zach right here about football.
Do you like my crown?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes, we like the crown, honey. We love the crown.
Dad, I heard this.
Yeah, so you heard. Actually, sorry, Zach. I know we're supposed to be talking about football, but
See, that color of toast is kind of like what I kind of prefer.
you don't think that's burnt?
So I like that color right there, and I like it fresh out of the toaster. And then when you put a big slab of butter on it, it gets it soaks in that butter, and then it becomes kind of like soggy or like perfect toast on top, and then crunchy on the bottom. That's like kind of like the perfect toast.
So you like this kind of toast?
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's probably like my favorite type of toast.
Well, my daughter's stealing it right now, so she's gonna do the first sort of bite. No, we're not showing the camera in, Hayes. We're not showing the camera in. Here.
So, anyways, yeah, the Jets and Broncos was awful, and I'm laying in bed, I'm watching it because
crispy.
yeah, I bet it is.
She's
It
ruining
is very
that.
crispy.
She's ruining that, but she wants to be a TikToker when she grows up, so we might just devolve into the.
Why did you say that?
Left.
That's the only job that's going to be left, and we're trying to get in on the ground floor, but we happen to do it, right? We happen to do it first.
What did you do?
We're doing another one right now. Big old piece of
Eyeballs
chicken.
popped out.
Zachary, I cannot quite. This is worse than what you have to do. This
No, it's
what,
not.
Zach, it's just the texture. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I can't
No
smell.
one's gonna buy that this is that big of a struggle, bud.
A cold can of chicken pot pie pub style soup. It's one lick away from. Look at this.
Yeah,
What does that remind you of? Nothing that you're ordering. Nothing that you're going out of your way in order to eat. Okay.
Sure.
Thick.
That is thick, right there. Hang on. We're gonna do one more, and then we'll get back into it. Okay.
Is it yummy?
So for the folks at home, here's what happened in that Broncos Jets game. Nothing happened. 3 hours of nothing. And I'm laying in bed, and my girlfriend's next to me, and she's kind of half paying attention. And every 5 minutes, I'm like, "What the fuck?" And I'm throwing my arms up, and she's like, "Are the Jets? I mean, are the Jets that bad?" And I'm like, "They're really, really
dare me
bad."
to go upstairs,
It's
but I
well,
want to hang out with you.
Yeah. And she's
It's
like,
gonna be the worst recorded episode of all time.
She's like, "Well, what about the 0-16 Lions?" And I was like, "The 0-16 Lions were bad, but they were like funny bad. Every week you got a different way of losing something. It was silly. It was like almost like comically bad, almost like they were planning it to be that terrible. Something stupid would always happen." And there'd at least be points scored. They'd be getting blown out, and they would make it worse by fumbling a punt return, or some guy would catch a punt or kickoff and run out of bounds at like their own 2. Give themselves short fields with the Dan Orlovsky running out of the back of the end zone safety. It was like fun to watch. People slip on a banana peel for 3 hours. With Jets games, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Miserable.
You're
Jets
so
game-
quiet.
And
The Jets game was absolutely. It's not even like fun to watch like bad football. It is just absolutely bad to watch football. The whole Justin Fields, like 45 yards, 45 yards, like net negative 10 yards because of sack.
yeah, it's just miserable.
Absolutely miserable.
What I really enjoyed about it, though, is the aftermath, because now everyone kind of realizes what I already knew, is that Justin Fields is not a good quarterback. But it brings up a thing that I wanted to talk about a long time ago, and I was kind of saving it for maybe the Valley Sports guys, because Timmy is a Jets fan. But even this morning, I'm watching YouTube, and the first thing I see is it's a Jets content creator, and the title is "Who Do We Blame?" And this kind of goes along with what I've been saying the last couple of weeks about real fans and fake fans, and this whole like epic rant, angry gamer. I want to go viral by pissing on my own team.
Yeah, we would never want to do anything to make us go viral.
But you know who I blame the most for the Jets' failures?
Who?
Jets
These
fans.
are real reactions, by the way.
Jets fans.
You don't like
They're
Jets
the reason
fans?
why they're bad, and why I'm so adamant about us fans maintaining their fandom and not, going out of their way to shit on their own team. Here's why I say their fans are the problem. Was it 3 years ago? Aaron Rodgers is a Green Bay Packer, and Jets fans were begging ownership to go get Aaron Rodgers. So what ownership do? They went and got Aaron Rodgers. Then Devontae, well, then, poor plays in, he tears his ACL. But there wasn't a Jets fan on the planet that wasn't thinking Super Bowl. I love listening to Rich Eisen and occasionally Mike Greenberg. And this is like the greatest day of their life was when Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. And every free agent and bringing Devontae Adams in and bringing Tyler Conklin in and then bringing Alan Lazard and all the people that Aaron Rodgers wanted, they were all in lockstep with each other. This is going to be good. This can't go wrong. And every time it would go wrong, they're all saying it's ownership's fault. Ownership gave you guys everything you asked for. You're the problem, plain and simple. We want Aaron Rodgers, you got him. We want Devontae Adams, you got him. We want this guy, you got him. And then you fire your best coach, which was Saleh. You bring this guy in. Justin Fields comes in. It's miserable, and you guys are never happy. And your misery is a thing of your own fucking choosing. You choose to be miserable. You love it, I think. So that's basically my whole spiel about that is they liked all these decisions when they're being made, and they clamored for them to happen before they were made, and then they happen, and they don't know who to fucking blame. Well, Woody Johnson sold the team or whatever his name is, and they're pissed off at everybody besides themselves. You're the problem, Jets fan, and that's why I don't want Giants fans, in quotes, to be constantly wanting this guy fired, that guy kicked out, because then we sound like you, and I will never support that.
Okay, I love your Jets fans rant. I'm gonna have to because of technical issues and also because of this soup actually has a vice grip on me. I'm gonna continue doing it off camera and off of TikTok live, but everybody got to see it and we'll clip it and whatnot, and then we'll continue the episode. Hi, Hades.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. Anyways, so the Broncos also look terrible. I think that tomorrow I might wear all black.
Hey Zach,
because
I'm gonna pause this and we're gonna resume.
Okay.
Okay. How do we even pause it?
I have no idea, bud.
Okay, one sec.
Oh dear. Hi, Brandon. Probably have to edit this out or whatever. Or you'll say you will, then you won't, and then this will be in the show, and it's just me sitting here being an idiot. So take a drink. Everyone take a drink. Meow, meow, meow.
We're going to edit this out, and I'll find the segment. The level of timeout my kid just got, because I was setting up for so long, and she was being so good, and then she came down, and she just, ruined, that entire segment. I was like, but I could not be, mean to her, because I was on, TikTok Live, so I could not, punish, because I did not want to get canceled. A lot just went through there. But we'll still edit it out, and I guess it'll be good and stuff. But holy cow, I'm so upset with her right now. But we're still good. So, okay, so we ended with Jets Broncos, right? And don't worry, I'm here all day, so I'm going to be able to edit this all kinds of fun and good. So, what do you want to jump right into then?
I don't know. I guess we just keep going.
Let's keep going.
Through the last week, I guess.
Go. Don't you love being a dad? Don't you want that for yourself?
No, I'm just a cat dad.
I'm so jealous. Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Boom. Let's bounce right into it.
So yeah, the Jets are awful. Should I go through that rant again?
We don't have to go through the rant again. The Jets are awful, and Aaron Glenn.
Make sure that all the Jets fans hear what I had to say.
Yeah, none of that was cut off. All of the Jets fans will always be able to hear what you have to say. Zach.
Unfortunately for the Broncos, they got the Giants this week, so I'll probably have a eulogy written up for them tomorrow or this weekend or whatever, because we're gonna end their season real quick.
And what else? We had. So you went over because that was the London game. Let's talk about it's super weird in the NFL right now. And I hate
the NFL. I hate football.
Why?
Because none of it makes any sense.
We don't want it to make sense. This is why the NFL is so good, is the parity. Okay? It's the parity in the league. I don't know who's good. I don't know who's bad. It's like what I sent to our group text the other day about the playoff picture, right? And it's like who's leading, like who's the top seeds right now? It's like the Buccaneers and the Colts.
Yeah.
Like if it was like playoff picture today, it's the Colts and the Buccaneers, just like we all expected, right? Chiefs aren't even in the playoff picture right now. Like Eagles are like slipping. Like the NFC East is wide open. Like it's just absolutely insane, the parity in the National Football League, and that's why I think it's why it's the best fucking sports league out there.
Well,
Because
it's making me think more and more that it's rigged.
How is it rigged? If it was rigged, all the best teams would be killing it.
No, that's the problem. Is that so Kyler Murray's out, and the Arizona Cardinals are going to give Indianapolis a scare. Their Chargers are way better than Miami. It's a 2-point game. Miami has a chance to win. New England 6-point win over New Orleans. Carolina beats Dallas. The
That was a
fuck?
fun one. The Rico Dowdle revenge game.
I did love Monday night because I did take Atlanta over Buffalo straight up and Chicago over Washington straight up, and both those things happened.
Just Monday night chaos as well.
And you took the opposite because you're dumb.
Did I take the opposite?
Yeah, you took Buffalo and Washington.
I love the Atlanta Falcons right now. The Bijan Robinson, he's on track to have the most yards from scrimmage ever.
Wow.
Do you know the Falcons have more yards gained, I think, this year than anybody else, and they've played one less game.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Very interesting. Or maybe it's the defensive like yards, like, and it's like tracks or whatnot. But their defense is
because they lost 30-0 to Carolina, and all they did was score field goals on Minnesota.
That's
So
how
that would be.
that's yeah.
So
I think
now
it's the
I feel like
defensive.
you're lying.
Yeah, I think it was defensive DVOA. Like, their defense is playing lights out, and their offense is finally starting to get a rhythm. And all their players are fun. Like, I don't know. Like, I like Michael Penix. I like Drake London. I like Bijan. Kyle Pitts is a good blocker. I don't know. Their coloring's cool. Like, I just really like the Falcons right now. I should have taken them over the Bills, but who the fuck knows? Who knows in this day and age? What were you going to just segue into? You just had something that you were thinking about.
Well, I was gonna say the big reason why I took them was because they're coming off a bye week, and they have an extra week to prepare. Was kind of like that's why I picked the Bears too. Was they're both coming off byes. That means they spent more time on this game than they normally would, and so that kind of makes a difference to me.
So the Bears Commanders. So this is do you feel this is always a fun game to play, right? Do you feel like this was a bigger win for the Bears or a bigger loss for the Commanders?
Well, I'm probably in the minority here because I personally I haven't bought into Washington being like a real team yet.
Mm-hmm.
Last year I think they kind of took some people by surprise, and Jaden Daniels, give him all the credit in the world, plays really efficient, good football. It's not going to lose you the game, and it's becoming more of a guy that can win you the game. Some fluky things happened last year, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest Washington guy, so when people are when they're favorites in games where I think it's more of a pick 'em or whatever, I tend to lean towards the opponent depending on who it is. I mean, the Bears won 2 in a row coming off a bye, and now they've won 3 in a row.
A lot of the hype surrounding, I think, a lot of the expectations, I think, regarding surrounding Washington is carried a lot by Jane Daniels, breakout rookie season, and then also how far they managed to make it into the postseason. And I mean,
Yeah,
as we've seen time and
NFC
time again,
title game.
Yeah, exactly. Like, flukes can happen. I mean, things, there's outliers or whatnot. And I mean, I think they're maybe coming back down to earth. I mean, even though they seem like a young team, they're actually a pretty old team. I think they're the oldest team in the league. And Jane Daniels can't always play Superman. I mean, there was a few things there. I think he had the fumble or like he messed up a handoff. But the division was kind of wide open, like with the Eagles off the back foot. The Giants were off to a slow start, but now they're picking up steam. The Cowboys, whoever knows what the hell they are. This again, we all know the thing that like there's not been an NFC East title like repeater for like what 18 or 20 years or something crazy like that
Since the beginning of time.
Exactly, right? So it's wide open, and I feel like they really, really needed this one against a Bears team that is also still unproven. I really feel like they needed this win, and they couldn't get it. So,
Well, going back to like Jaden Daniels and stuff, and he's not. I feel like, especially in situations like Houston and like Washington, where you get these rookie quarterbacks that go in there that are entering like the worst position or worst situation possible because they just forced Dan Snyder to sell the team. It's all chaos. There's a coaching change, and this young kid comes in and kind of kills all the noise. They're winning. Everyone's excited for the first time in a while because it's been miserable with Dan Schneider and this chaos. Ron Rivera and everything kind of not doing a whole lot, and all these allegations and behind the scenes sexual
yeah,
misconduct and stuff, like just a lot of negative around Washington. And that was the same that was going on in Houston with Deshaun Watson getting out of there and kind of the drama that was building before he left,
hmm
and sitting out and blah blah blah, and people were all on Deshaun Watson's side and thinking that the owner was crazy. A lot of negative feelings there. Then CJ Stroud comes in and he does what Jaden did last year, take him to the playoffs, and now it's this. We have, I don't know. I feel like because the story it's a great story. Here's this franchise in shambles. Here's this young quarterback come to save the day. So we put more emphasis on their good qualities and not enough on their bad. And then they
100%.
struggle, and we're all like, people won't look inwards and say maybe we kind of overreacted to the situation. So it's not him. They keep putting that he's elite, because I still keep hearing that CJ Stroud is elite. I don't buy that. I like Jaden Daniels a lot more than CJ Stroud. But it's tough.
I mean, but yeah, people like we always talk about it's like overreactions and virality, and people like to be all like blown out, huge overreactions, and we tend to be more level here on Jive because we're consummate professionals. But people will put up with a lot of shit and overlook a lot of shit. If you have a phenom rookie that like the storyline's sexy and Caleb Williams was picked over him, but he's the number 2 pick and he went to a destitute franchise, and Caleb Williams is going to be the guy, and now it's not working out that way, and now they're making the NFC Championship game, and it's like, whoa, like who cares about, like, it's super excited. Like I live forward to get like super like boom, we've arrived, but also we know that outliers exist, and I think we've proven that CJ Stroud's rookie campaign was like an outlier, right? And not saying that Jane Daniels was either. I think Jane Daniels is I think I really like Jane Daniels, but the overreactionaries they're out in full force with all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it happens quite a bit. I feel less that way about Jake, 'cause I do think that he's really good
Mm-hmm.
and a franchise quarterback that can lead teams. But as you mentioned, their roster's pretty old, um, and their division's getting better. And that was kind of like the thing that I said before about CJ Stroud, is that he got to take advantage of like probably the worst division in football.
Yeah, honestly.
Um, so
And now they're getting good as well.
Drake May kind of had a little bit of that because for whatever reason they kind of just made who was the uh Mayo. They made Mayo the coach, but
Gerard Mayo,
I don't
yeah.
know why they treated him like that. He got 1 year, and didn't know really how to handle the
Was that,
situation.
yeah, that was Fringe May. Was that, because they got May, yeah, Jared Mayo was only 1 year, right? Yeah, he was like,
And a lose-lose. There was no way that they were going to be competitive.
no way.
So
No way.
why? What was the whole point of that? I
By
don't
the
know.
way, speaking of Drake May, Dark Horse, MVP candidate. He's playing really, really well right now. Like, if you look at, he's playing incredibly well right now. And like the Patriots are tied for first in the AFC East with the Buffalo Bills, and this is behind a terrible offensive line and a non-existent running game.
Well, they have the tiebreaker too, so they're actually not tied.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
own it outright.
They own it. That's insane. And
They
we
beat
have
the Bills in Buffalo, so
that's crazy. And we have and we have Drake May, and we have no offensive line, no running game, thrown to Kayshawn Boutte and Pop Douglas. Like,
get Kyle Williams in there and see what happens.
has he done anything?
Not really.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
So do you want to do some a little bit of actual organization and just go through some of these games we talked about? Eagles, Giants. I talked about Denver Jets,
so did my daughter.
Cardinals, Colts. Kobe Brissett, 320 yards. Kind of gave the Colts a little bit of a scare there. Not sure how that freaking works.
Just enjoy the ride for the Indianapolis Colts. Like, I've been reading like all this discourse and stuff, and they're like, well, the bottom has to fall out. It's not sustainable. Man, at this point, quit, like, who lives their life that way? Quit waiting for the downfall. Just enjoy the fucking ride, man. And if it brings them all the way to fucking a Lombardi,
Well, they
like,
want
let's
to be
go.
right. They want to be right.
They want to be like, oh, I'm the one that called the downfall. Like, just come on. Who lives in that? Who lives like that?
A lot of people do because they wait for the media to tell them something, and then they act like they came up with that idea on their own. So they've been out on Daniel Jones because he wasn't good in New York, when obviously it was never his fucking fault. But they don't care about that. They see at the end of the score or end of the game, Giants lose. Daniel Jones, one interception, whatever, and they don't care about context. They don't care what actually happened. They care about the box score because I don't want to be mean, but you guys, a lot of people, they like to throw people out and want them fired and want them. We're too quick to react that someone's bad or good, and we'll keep falling into the same trap. Because every time somebody does good, that guy's he's the best. He's the next big thing. And when somebody's bad, they're immediately bad. They can never get better. And how many instances do we need for somebody to have like a couple bad years for
too many,
and then
man.
they explode? If the fans today are were back in like the 90s and early 2000s, there wouldn't be a Peyton Manning because he broke the interception record his rookie year. So since he was bad his rookie year, he sucks. No more fucking Peyton Manning. You know how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks there are that had terrible first and second years before they actually did something good?
It happens all the time, man.
People, they would not be able to survive now. Nobody, they want immediate change, immediate results, and it's just ridiculous.
We're an immediate satisfaction society now. Our dopamine receptors are blasted. We can't even watch YouTube videos if it's over 2 minutes long. I'm out. Like that's just how it is, and people just want instant gratification. Speaking of somebody this is another one that I'm just looking at stuff, and we're doing the episode's a bit unconventional today because we had a surprise guest in the beginning that derailed everything. But we're talking about people that maybe weren't as good as people wanted them to be in the beginning, and came on as of late. So the Seahawks beat the Jaguars 20-12, and we have to talk about Jackson Smith-Njigba. Absolute machine right now. People, he's up there next to Puka Nacua and Bijan for offensive player of the year. Let's pull up his stats right now.
Well, what I'm about to do, because he's on my fantasy team,
is he really?
I'll tell you what the trade was that I got him for, and the listener at home, you tell me if I got fleeced or not, because Brandon thought I got fleeced. I traded Rashad White, BTJ, a 27 second and third, for JSN, Theo Johnson, Jaden Blue, and a 26 first. And I was told I was crazy. Let's compare JSN to BTJ real quick. Also, BTJ is catching on. I never said he was going to be bad, but I really like JSN.
Here, let's pull it up right here, right?
I have in our fantasy or in our dynasty league, I have the first, second, and fourth best receivers.
So check this out, okay?
I'm just cooking.
JSN had 1,000 yards last season, right?
Yes.
We're through we're through week 5 and 6 here. He already has 696 receiving yards across 42 receptions, and he has 3 touchdowns. A few he came close to as well. And he only had 6 receiving touchdowns all of last season. So he's pretty much already there. He's projected right now. He's projected 1,972 yards.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. That's really, really good. Let's go to Brian Thomas Jr., who was obviously the preseason darling. He had a really, really good campaign last year.
It's almost kind of like you were one of those guys that saw one season's worth of games and decided this guy is the next big thing.
Brian Thomas Jr. passed the eye test in the beginning. It's not like it wasn't fluky. He's still really, really good.
They force fed him 100 and however many targets. They had nobody. Everybody else was hurt. Evan Ingram missed games with a hamstring. Gabe Davis never even. I don't even know if he fucking played. So who are they throwing to? I don't even know who the other receiver could have been. So they just were force feeding him the ball.
Was Calvin Ridley?
No, he's been a Titan for like 2 or 3 years now.
Brian Thomas Jr., how many receiving yards does he have this year?
2? I think he has 2 receiving and 1 rushing. Or 1 and 1.
Yards?
No, you said touchdowns.
Oh, he has 1 receiving touchdown.
And he has 1 rushing. He got a rushing week 1.
And 334 yards. So he's like 40% of a JSN right now. Which is crazy. Hey, I'll give you.
I'm not always right. I'll tell everyone right now. So that was a great trade for me. But I did trade Jonathan Taylor for Kyle Williams, R.J. Harvey, and a 3rd round pick because
that's tough, dude.
Imagine my team if I didn't do that. But I was all up in the off season kind of rumor mills, and RJ Harvey is going to be the next kind of Alvin Kamara for the Sean Payton offense. And I was really
There's still hope. There's still hope.
Yeah, I mean, I traded RJ Harvey now, but I was watching all the pre-draft and post-draft analysis, and one of my favorite receivers all time, Steve Smith Sr., was like, Kyle Williams most reminds me of me. And I was like, that's enough for me to say Kyle Williams is the man. And I think he might have like 2 or 3 receptions so far. So RJ Harvey, Kyle Williams, and a 3rd have not equaled like a game worth of JT so far. Maybe a half, not even a half probably of production. So that was bad.
So
you
that's
win
bad.
some, you lose some.
Another one that I just got to talk about. We are quickly becoming the unofficial Baker Mayfield fan club. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the 49ers and a 30-19. And if nobody knows, there's not many worst people on earth than San Francisco 49ers fans. They are a garbage team. They deserve nothing. I don't like them. They don't like me, and that's okay because they always find excuses. So this is what happened is like we beat them in the NFC Championship game because Brock Purdy's little baby arm exploded, and they decided not to have an emergency QB on their roster. So they couldn't pass the ball. They could not do anything, and then we ramrodded them. And then
so you would say having a handcuff is pretty valuable.
Yes, yes, I would say having a handcuff is important, right? However, everybody gets injured, and the 49ers always seem to, I think, Levi Stadium or whatnot was built on an ancient Indian burial ground because they always deal with injuries. So then I like to go, I like to go into like the little, like the communities of the teams after like a loss or whatnot. And like the 49ers love saying, well, if we weren't so injured, we would have won, right? Like they got us here because we weren't injured. Meanwhile, I'm watching Baker Mayfield down 3 starting tackles, down Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Agbigbu dies in the first half. And he is still
Jalen McMillan.
He's still just willing this team into existence. Like he is an absolute dog. Like he stiff arm. Like just there's no excuses. Baker Mayfield's playing like a man possessed. If if his last name was like Mahomes, like early front runner for MVP. Like he's playing really, really well right now, and it's a lot of fun to see.
That's the one I wish I can go back in time and put back is my Baker Mayfield hate, because what he's doing is unfucking precedented. It reminds me of Eli Manning.
That's crazy. Don't belittle Baker Mayfield with no 100% though. He is. He's got that he's got that dog in him.
People are really silly when it comes to Eli Manning too, because Eli Manning, for most of his career after Shockey and Toomer and Plexico were gone, he worked with nothing.
And I mean, not to say that the Bucs aren't playing with anything, but when they're injured, they're playing with nothing, and they're still finding ways to win. It's really impressive. He's a lot of fun to watch right now. Let's just do a fun little segment right off the cuff, right? So we're not overreactionaries, but I think we're far enough in the season where we can be like you're still gonna watch football. I get it. If you are a fan, you're gonna watch football. But there's some teams that should probably just pack it up and go home and start getting ready for the draft. Who's done? Like I'm looking through this. Like who's done? Like pack up, go home. We'll see you at the draft. Tennessee Titans,
Jets, Cardinals, Dolphins, Browns, Saints, Titans, Raiders, Bengals, probably San Fran pretty soon.
Like, I would not count the 49ers out because they still have Kyle Shanahan and they still have an incredibly stacked roster. But did you ever think we'd be sitting here in week 6 saying, hey, Joe Burrow and the Bengals and Lamar Jackson and the Ravens, it's best time to start looking towards next season? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I say 49ers because their Seahawks and Rams are there, and it's going to be hard to gain ground on them.
You're right, 100%.
But no, you're also right. I mean, the Ravens were bad before Lamar got hurt, so it's almost hard to even say that Lamar would make a difference because they were 1-4 before he got hurt, right? Or 1-3.
I think they were 1-2, and then he got hurt in the one that ended up becoming the 3. Like he left like the game, like maybe.
Oh, was that Casey and that was week 3 or 4?
That was his argument.
Well, I suppose, but yeah, Bengals just bad luck with losing the most valuable player on your team, and not really having much of a defense to make up for that. Kind of kills at least it kills a lot of my playoff and Super Bowl predictions because I had Ravens winning it all. And they might not make it. It's looking like they won't make it unless something drastically happens to the Steelers to make them worse than them.
That's unfortunate, too, because you weren't alone in that. Like, everybody, it was like the Ravens was like the team.
You took them, too.
I'm pretty sure.
We both took Ravens.
And look at us. We're here eating crow, begging for, the Jaguars to make it, like.
But also, after this weekend, you can probably put a bullet in Denver.
Put a bullet in Denver?
Yeah.
Who they got?
They got the New York Giants this weekend.
Exciting. Super exciting.
Yeah, if you lose that, you can put them down.
Yeah, they're on the cusp right now, right? Titans are completely cooked. I mean,
they just because now the Cowboys look pretty good. They can beat the Texans, but then it gets rough for them because they're going to go divisional games. They got Chiefs, Washington, Raiders, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Chiefs, Chargers to end the year. So they needed to kind of win a lot early, kind of give themselves some space. And they lost 2. They're going to lose a third one this weekend.
So I love the confidence.
Giants are never losing again.
So let's say, and this is going to go exactly against what you just talked about. Let's say some boom, Rappaport tweets right now, Eagles and Giants disqualified from any future contention this season, right? Like it's done, whatever, right? We can't pick them. What is our dream entering week 6? Realistic Super Bowl matchup that we would just love to fucking see.
It's got to be like the Bucks and
It has to be like Bucks Colts, right?
Bucks Colts or Bucks Jags.
Bucks Jags could be a lot of fun. I think Bucks Jag.
Yeah.
I'm all aboard the Bucks train. Like, I'm sorry, like it just feels like I don't like. So the Buccaneers have always been like a fringe. Like, I've liked them, right? They've been like a fun team, and I was heartbroken a little bit when they got Tom Brady, right? And then also, it's insane that we weren't around like doing this to talk about that. But it's absolutely insane that the Bucks just pick up Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, and they just go on to win a Super Bowl. Crazy, right? But when you watch that season, like it's Tom Brady stuff. Like, it's surgical, it's game planning, it's protecting the ball, and just winning games, right? And now this feels different. Like, this Bucks team feels like fucking backyard football. Just like punch. Like, he's down Bucky Irving too. He's down Bucky Irving. Like, he's down so many players, and they just keep finding ways to win. So the Buccaneers are a really, really fun story.
Yes, they are. And I was completely wrong once again. But they got the Lions this week, and if he can fucking beat the Lions without all that shit, then wrap it up. Bucks are winning it.
Where's the hype level? Where's the hype level going? We're going stratospheric if he beats the Lions, right?
If he can beat the Lions without his top 4 receivers, top running back, and 3 tackles, he's got guy bagging groceries down the street. Then what else? There's nothing you can do. He is him. There might be some supernatural forces. I don't know if he met a fucking gypsy or like a holes, carry her up the mountain and give a person a pig, whatever.
Underrated.
Something's going on there.
Underrated, not underrated movie, or maybe it is. Not enough people talk about Holes, and I know that was like our generation's like baby's first book, but like Stanley Yelnats and the story of Holes kind of went crazy, didn't it?
Well, that's the first book I read multiple times.
Really?
I read that book 3 times. I saw the movie probably 50.
No shit.
Yeah, I love Holes.
You love Holes. I know you do tend to reference it quite a bit. Whenever it pops up, it's always like in a group chat or in passing. I never get to give you your flowers, but Holes, really, really great book.
Fire.
Absolutely fire. You want to know what I was talking about with
Madame
a buddy?
Zeroni.
Madame Zeroni. When was the last time you thought about Colin Farrell's 2003 magnum opus Phone Booth? How good was?
I love that movie.
How good is that movie?
I have a really weird niche kind of favorite style of movie, but then I kind of lie about it because everything is my favorite. But I love movies like that can take place in one setting and it's just dialogue. Like, nothing moves. You're just there the whole time. And as long as you can have good dialogue, like that's why Quentin Tarantino movies and shit are so damn good, because the dialogue's kind of like natural,
100%.
and witty and humor all at the same time, and you can kind of like see both sides. It's not like they don't make the people stupid in order for it to work. Everyone's kind of smart, and it's like you're like, what the fuck's gonna happen?
I love it. My two favorite movies of all time are Tarantino, and it depends on the day, but it's Inglourious Bastards and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And you can pick out...
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's like the one everyone forgets happened.
It's one of the great... No, people forget about The Hateful Eight because it's like Django but long.
Dude, Hateful Eight is fucking fire.
I know you're going to say that because it takes all place pretty much in one area.
And it's all dialogue, and it's good dialogue,
it's
and
not,
I love Walter Goggins.
Watch it. It's not that good. It is not
Yes, it is.
It is not better than Glorious
I
Bastards.
hate you.
It is not better than Once Upon a Time. It's good. It's good. Like, Tarantino's like worst film is still better than like a lot of people's best film.
Dude, Hateful Eight is fucking
Hateful Eight's
ridiculously good.
It's bottom half of Tarantino. It's bottom half of Tarantino. Reservoir clears, all that, like Death Proof clears. We don't got to get into it, but look, see, I've seen movies. Django, I love Django. 100%. I quote it often, not like that, but like I like the way.
I know parts you quote after looking at your fantasy roster and your exciting white wardrobe.
Hang on. No. Stop it right now.
Anyways.
So here's what we should do. This because we never know what our schedule is going to look like, and I love that this episode started off with me eating raw soup and my rambunctious 5-year-old screaming into the microphone as you scream about Jets fans, and now it's ending with Tarantino and you calling me racist. But let's do a pick for the Thursday night football game, because we might not be able to get on the books until it happens. So the Thursday night football game is a Vikings at Chargers.
No, it's Bengals Pittsburgh.
Did I scroll too far?
Yes.
Oh, I did. Yeah, Eagles have Vikings. That's why I was actually so confused right there. So
you know
let's go.
what?
Do you got the odds up, or am I going to be faster?
I don't have that up. I just have ESPN up. But somebody had posted in some group. What?
I got it right here. You ready?
Sure.
Steelers are at the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yes.
Steelers are 5.5-point favorites. Over under 43.5. Steelers minus 265 money line. This is not even like a fun one. So we had such foreplay leading up to this. I thought it was going to be like a fun pick'em game. It's Steelers,
I think it
right?
kind of is. So what I was going to say is, I'm in some of these NFL groups on Facebook, and somebody posted something about like, Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers are like the two quarterbacks that are 40 or older. Do they still have what it takes to kind of like lead a team to a championship type thing? Mm-hmm. Now, listen, Joe Flacco played pretty well last week considering the situation.
He actually did. Yep.
When you have like less than a week with your team, and NFL is all about timing and rhythm, and he didn't turn the ball over. He had 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. That's interesting. And it's all up to what's the Zach
Taylor?
Zach Taylor to kind of game plan. People were talking about with the Steelers when they were playing the Vikings about how quickly Aaron Rodgers was getting the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to happen with Joe Flacco because the arm strength is still there. He can still launch it. He's got T. Higgins. He's got Jamar Chase. He's got a receiving back. He's got a couple. I don't know if Gesicki is healthy or not, but Gesicki and Noah Fant.
I actually think Gesicki just went on injured reserve this morning.
Oh, they got Andre
Iosivas. Whoa! I think you said it right. Actually,
he's a big target out of I think Harvard or whatever. So he's got some weapons there, and he's got some. Did
you say Harvard?
Yeah, I think he went to Harvard.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So there's weapons there that are hungry for the ball.
You're such a dumbass. But you're like the smartest dumbass I've ever met. Why? I can't believe you just fucked that up so correctly. So you said that Iosivas or whatnot went to Harvard. Iosivas went to Harvard.
Yeah.
When he actually went to Princeton. That's like the most Harvard adjacent Ivy League school.
I knew it was an Ivy League.
That's so funny. And I never would have thought.
Anyways, Joe Flacco, if he can get the ball out and whatever, an extra week I think it's going to be. I don't want to pick the Bengals, but
do you like the 5.5 spread?
But I think I'm picking the Bengals. At home, short week, Flack show.
You have the hottest takes, and I'm starting to fall in love with you. I'm taking the Steelers all day, and I don't think it's going to be particularly close. The score might end close because that's how these kinds of games go.
Yeah, there could be a backdoor, but I'm taking Bengals outright.
That's incredible. That's absolutely incredible.
Joe
I love
Flacco.
That. Man, with this season, like, who knows? Like, scared money don't fucking make money.
3 tutties, 275. Chase Brown has a good game. Why not? Let's give him, maybe
let's
70
get him something.
Like 70 on the ground and 60 in the air with maybe 5 or 6, screens.
You want a Rodgers turnover?
I think they're both good for 1.
Let's put that fucking house on it. That's it then. That's all she wrote. We got anything else we got to talk about or no? We landed this plane pretty decently, I think.
Yeah, I got to get ready to go. So
until next time.